Well, hello guys, welcome back. This is your least favorite YouTuber back at it again with some Techopolis 3. So last episode, we did quite a lot of stuff. Actually, quite a lot of stuff from what you can see here. If you noticed, what is this? Yes, these are basic miners which I've actually worked on off camera, and there is one more remaining. So today I'm going to show you how to actually make this. So for this you need a grand total of 36 of these blocks, which are cobblestone, gravel, stone, sand, clay and grout. So you need to place them in a 9x9 like this of 4 blocks, which is pretty simple. Now let's do that real quick. Okay, now once you've done that, you need to have a grand total of 35 wooden scaffolding. I put 4 here to create a demarcation and bridge of 5 like this. Then you have to put a border all the way across, and then place your miner in any of the center like this. Place a chest above or anywhere on the sides, I don't think that matters explicitly, and then wait for some time. It will give you grout and it will output to the chest here. I'll show you an example. So it's nearly done. Look, there is grout right here. Now I actually set these up quite earlier, so from what you can see I have a decent amount of reserves of clay, sand, stone, gravel and definitely cobblestone. I have a lot of cobblestone. What are we gonna do this episode? Because I've done a lot of automation, I've done a lot of stuff, and I would totally forgot to mention, I got 2 more garden closures. One of them is with the industrial hemp, because we're gonna be starting immersive engineering, and I thought this would be quite a useful product because I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but it's part of the mod pack. Might as well grow it right now. Also, I got these things, wheat seeds, which I get from here, quite a lot of it. And I decided, you know what, why not let's get bread, because melons, as much as they're good, they are awful, because I eat a lot of melons, literally a lot of melons. But anyways, now we have a few quests we can do right now, which is fluid mover, which, let's be honest, I can do it ASAP, which I will do that off camera, which means right now. There is a simple equipment modifier, which arguably is quite hard because I need a lot of black bricks and simple solidifier. But now that we got the basic miner for grout, this is a matter of time before it becomes easy. So now our next goal is to get coke brick. Okay, so we need a decent amount of black bricks. So it's a matter of just waiting. I think we need a grand total of 9 for sure. Okay, there is an automation for coke bricks which is in this format. Okay, let's actually get this system out of the way because I'm pretty interested in getting these automated. Might as well, why not? Am I going to use the existing system for this? No, hell no, I'm not going to be using the existing system for this. So what we're going to do is actually create a entirely new setup for this, which is ambient water collector, 2 tanks, a lot of fluid movers, a blast brick furnace, which I have 1 extra on me. So I'll get crafting up all that and coming back to you guys. Well, we got all the items we need for this automation thing, so let me start assembling this thing. It's gonna be a bit complicated, not gonna lie, but let's see what it's about anyways. Okay, I think this should be the setup for this. I'm not exactly sure. There's something wrong with this. I don't know what exactly. Let me just quickly read again. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. Oh, I totally forgot. Guys, I'm not supposed to be using mechanical pipes. I'm supposed to use the other pipes. I'm so dumb, man. I'm so dumb. How am I even this dumb? There's a reason why liquids don't go into the blast furnace. I am so stupid, honestly. Very stupid, honestly. So what I need to put as coal here? It should work. I don't know if it's automatic. I am really not sure. But let's be honest, these things look pretty much the same, so I would never found a difference. But yeah, there is the... Oh, it's just... Okay, let me see if there's a way to automate this like completely. Oh, there's something behind. I should have expected that. So this is pull. Yep. So we have automated this entire system. So really there is nothing it's just automated. I just don't know what to say right now. So we have got fully automated coal, kind of. So we can easily start making coke bricks once we start cooking all those wood into this furnace right here, which we'll just do it right now. So that is another machine that we have created with this 6. This is another one, and this is pretty simple for like a machine, which is fair enough. It is pretty easy to make. So now we have pretty much infinite hot water buckets. Except if that happens, that's bad. Oh, that's a... God, please save me, because I cannot save myself. Okay, I'm so dumb. One sec, let me just quickly fix this up. I messed it up real quick. This is logical. I now I understand the system, so it isn't that bad. So then we put a tank right here. That's the water, that's the thing. This thing should be full. Yep. Now put that there. Put that there. Now it's automatic. Then pull. So that thing goes all the way there. Pretty much an infinite source. Yep. Very automatic. So now our next goal is to get coke bricks, which is black bricks. So now we have been grinding quite a lot, so we have a stack of grout. That's beautiful to see. Now let's cook these things up and start our cooking process. So if you're ever playing this series, the first and foremost step I would say is to get these miners. These things are OP. These things are very OP. Solidifier, black bricks with molten coal. So just a lot of black bricks. I'll also start cooking more of these grout. Surprisingly, they are being used quite a lot, which is kind of expected. Actually, from what I see here, we need 3 cloches. So let me actually get that out of the way real quick until we get our black bricks for the coke bricks. So these things are very cheap now that we have a lot of automation. Well, we got our 3 cloches and they were very easy to make, by the way. So our automation is certainly a success. So I'm actually doing quests that are just after what I'm supposed to do, so technically I'm ahead of the game right now. There is the cobblestone melter. Oh, that's the lava generator. That's just simple. Wait, doesn't that mean I can create an automatic lava generator using one of these miners? So I can create another miner so that I can just... Wait a minute. I think I'm onto something here. Isn't this mod pack just... Please don't tell this mod pack is just repetition. Because that'll be a bit weird, I would say. And I hope it doesn't need coal, because if it does, I won't be happy whatsoever. Also, by the way, I would like to certainly tell, these things, these 2 miners took I would say double the time it took to get these 4. So I would recommend just saving up a lot of these, or just having a lot of these, because holy hell, they are expensive. They are very expensive. Just a warning to help you out. Okay, it does work. I'm not sure will it need everything. I don't know. Nah, yeah, it is enough. Only 18 millibuckets. That's not even a lot. So we finished our next quest, which is the coke bricks. We get our engineer's manual. So now we can either get the engineer's hammer, the cloche we have done. Okay, there are new stuff here which we need to cover. Engineer's hammer is pretty cheap actually. You know what? Let me get that out of the way first. So we got our engineer's hammer, which is always a nice thing, isn't it? I totally forgot this thing could just rotate everything, which I don't like that about it. So where am I gonna place this? You know what, I'm gonna extend this because it is my base. So I'm placing my coke brick furnace somewhere here. I think this is... Wait a minute. I am the most... I'm not even gonna say it. You know what, let's just pretend that did not happen. Like, please. How in the hell did that just happen? I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna say. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna say anything about me. At this point, it's not even worth saying anything about myself. And I will tell one thing. That's just depressing. Oh, I'm irredeemable. Irredeemable. Oh, are you serious? I don't even know what to say. I really don't know what to say about that. But anyways, let's actually not get distracted. And I need to cook more of these logs. I have a lot of spruce. Well, finally, we managed to get this thing out of the way. So now we have a coke oven. But I'm actually waiting for something else before I start that entire process. So I'm getting these no other drops upgrade, which is a combination of the main output upgrades and the no seeds upgrade. Both of them, and no other drop upgrades, which is pretty good. Let me get our cloches, place it like this. Let me actually test it, would it work on without floppers. I have a very odd suspicion it's gonna be that. A very odd suspicion indeed. Okay, so we got all the upgrades on all of these. And let me quickly put these in here. Yep, it definitely works. So now the coke oven is ovening. We should get charcoal, which should give us some... Wait a minute. Wait, what? I am confused. How is this supposed to work? Oh, this is for the automation of charcoal, which I'm happy with it. So we have automated charcoal, we have automatic creosote oil, which is pretty useful. So we can start getting our pretty little fancy. I just need one bucket here, really. So we can start getting our treated planks, which is very interesting way of getting in these planks, but who are we to judge, really? Never mind, there is something fishy going on here. Oh. Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Okay, I think this entire system needs to be relocated somewhere else. I think this is not the best place for it right now. I think we can easily automate this with a solidifier to get treated planks with a with like these things. Wait, let me just quickly check one thing here. Yeah, we can automate this so easily, guys. This entire mod pack is about automation. So I will look into it. I'll definitely start doing that real quick. It's been a while since I started this entire automated machine, but now we got an automatic treated wood planks machine. So first, initially, let me build up real quick. So initially, we have 3 garden closures which supply to this coke oven, which because of the speed of the coke oven, these 3 perfectly matches the amount that is required or that's processed in this coke oven. So this is pretty much balanced. So it's also mentioned in the quest book, so 3 of them is fine. So this is then processed into charcoal, which charcoal gets outputted here, and the creosote oil goes to a simple solidifier, which then when we have wood, because it certainly has wood or planks, it combines together to form treated wood planks. I think I have to make this a bit more efficient. I think I have to add upgrades rather than actually necessarily adding more. I feel like that will bottlelog the system a bit more, and it's a bit more expensive than getting upgrades, and it's holding up pretty well. I would say just a small upgrades is enough. Yep. I think a fixed 2 would definitely do wonders here. So let me get that real quick. Now there's also one more thing I've realized. With these 2 machines, I can actually combine them to make an all-around automatic coal machine. So I can just copy paste one of these things right here and I just get one. Although I would definitely love that. You know what? Maybe that was the idea the entire time. Should I just shift something here? Honestly? You know what? I think I'm gonna shift this entire machine. I'm actually gonna do that. I'll do that later. I'll do it off camera because I'm too lazy to do that again. Like for the 3rd time in a row. So let me get my coal gears and just get the hell out of here. I'll get one more then, if that's the case. So now we can get a fixed speed upgrade too, which is so there it goes, and it's gonna be much quicker. Yep, it's definitely bottlenecking here. I think now that when we increase the speed, which is probably double, not double exactly, it's 1/3 faster, definitely. And I think we could definitely increase the main drops upgrade. I could certainly do that again, but you know what, I'll just do that also. I don't want creosote oil to bottleneck under any circumstances. It doesn't matter whether the wood is bottlenecking, honestly. Well, we got our treated wood planks. So that means we have unlocked a lot of stuff here. The pipe connector, that is just string. Okay, that's easy. I'll just, you know what, let's do everything together, why not? Well, we got quite a lot of stuff here. One is the item batcher, logistical sorter, item routers, fluid router, and a pipe connector. Now I have no idea what these things are for. I think we will learn as we are going through the series. But I feel like this is more for the next chapter. Like the previous items, that was the basic logistical transporter and the mechanical pipe was. So I feel like these things are going to be very important real soon. But that means we're pretty much done, except for the coal cook and these 2, which I'll Get right now. So we got our fluid mover. Well, I think it's time that we finish off this thing. The simple equipment modifier. I have no clue what this thing does, like zero clue. So I'm gonna keep it inside for a while because I've actually seen what it's about and we are nowhere near that. So we're just gonna keep it safely in a storage place and just keep it there. So our last quest that's remaining in this section is coal coke. Now this thing needs a coke oven, which means I need another coke oven. So I'll do this on the side while we actually move on to our next section, a basic technium. So our first thing is the rock washer, which is pretty cheap. So we'll start with this while also we'll be waiting for the grout for the black bricks for the coke oven to get the coal coke. Also on the side I just noticed we also have the rod mold, which it just sticks with black bricks, so it should be easy, right? We are definitely in deficiency of some black grout. So I think that is still on standby, so I'm just waiting here doing absolutely nothing. Okay, so for the rock washer, we need water, gravel, and flint. So I think we need to have an ambient water collector, so let's just get that out of the way then. Okay, now we got our rock washer, which we'll keep somewhere right here because I have nothing else, I have nowhere else to keep. And also I'll connect the ambient water collector. I think that is a terrible place to put it, but hey, it's fine. So now that's getting water, and we'll just put a lot of gravel in here. We have a lot of gravel. Oh well, never mind, this is a terrible design. I just realized that right now. But now we got flint. We'll let this thing be here. We'll put that here. We'll put the rock washer right here. We need is a lot of chests, I would say. So we need is a thing right here. Thing right here. Put our gravel here. Get our water by... Yep, it is done and dusted. Put our flint here and we've got flint. Let's go. So now, copper ore pieces, which... Copper focus? What? I feel like I'm missing something. Comes from the rock washer. Oh, it's cobblestone. I mean, we'll have a lot of flint anyways, and we have a lot of cobblestone. Certainly, please take this somewhere. So now we'll get our copper ore pieces pretty easily now. So now let's get our rod things, which is pretty simply, if I believe. I have a stick right here. It's just that simple. Yep, it is that simple. So then we have copper rods, which we'll do later. So what we need exactly now is copper ore piece, which will happen when we get the cobblestone up and going. Okay, am I actually missing something? Oh, it's a 25% chance, so we got one. Which means this is gonna be a bit of an annoying thing, I guess. So raw copper is... this is pretty similar to ex nihilo, if I remember correctly. I have a funny feeling this is gonna exactly be what I think it's gonna be. Oh. So now we got raw copper, which we can make a copper rod using the solidifier. Holy hell, the amount of black bricks I need is insane. Where should I place this? And since it's temporary, I might just well put it here. So we need is a copper rod, a copper ingot, and a copper gear. The copper gear is obviously going to be expensive. I should also have an ingot mold somewhere. It has to be there. Yeah, there is one. I should have it. Shouldn't I? Apparently not. Wait, I can just use a block mold for this? Why am I even using the gem mold? One sec, I'll just get the block mold out of the way first. I'm so stupid, man. I'm just so stupid. So now let's put a copper. Maybe not. Oh, guys. We are soft locked out of this. Which means I have to go to lava. Which means I have to get more grout. And which means I just have to wait. It's just a waiting game at this point. Well, it's been a while since I last checked up, and I've shifted this entire thing to make this absolutely mega structure right here. So this entire contraption is mixed together with this. Now that I really don't need charcoal for anything much longer, I just automatically put it together with these two things, so it produces blocks of coal, which is pretty good. Also, we finally managed to get another coke brick furnace, a coke oven, sorry, and here we can put our very own coal coke, and it's pretty quick at it too, not gonna lie, it's very quick. So we got our coal coke, which is pretty handy. So that means we only have one more quest remaining in this section, which is the cobblestone melter, which is expensive, and also at this point everything's expensive, isn't it? Also, I need a lot of coal gears and depressing thing right here. I need a grand total of 20, so I'll just keep it waiting then. So we need 8 more grout on top of this. Let's melt that together, get our sturdy machine frame. Okay, so now we only have black bricks remaining, so let's fast forward to when I craft that thing up. Well, finally we got the cobblestone melter. I also switched this entire setup to feed the creosote oil to this, because there's a lot of buildup of creosote oil real quick. And by that, if you didn't see there, we completed this entire page, which is pretty nice. So that means we have to go towards basic technium, which on paper looks quite small. I feel it's not that small, not gonna lie. So our first goal in this quest line is to somehow melt copper into copper ingots. So I think we need to get another setup of the solidifier and the controller, and also the simple tank. I need to first ensure how this works, because this is going to be an interesting part of stuff. So I'll keep it here for copper. So I need a lot of cobblestone for this, which I have a lot of cobblestone reserves. So let's see how this works. Okay, so each cobblestone gives 50 millibuckets, which isn't that bad. Actually, that's pretty much enough. So what we can do is we have to connect this to a simple tank like this one, and create one of these to set up our copper setup. So we'll just do that real quick. Well. Well, this took way longer than I expected it to. But now we got an entirely separate system for copper. So let's put it here. It should, yes, it's pretty much the same speed. I'm pretty much fine with that. And we got a decent amount of copper. Albeit not a lot, but it's fine right now. So we need 1 rod, 4 gears, and an ingot for good measure. So now we got our copper rods, which I don't know what's that exactly used for. We got our copper ingots right here. And then make everything else a gear because we need 4 of them for the fixed upgrade 3. And also this thing seems to be very important because it's also used to make a compactor and tough fabric. Let me guess. Yep. Expected that. Look, I'm ahead of the game, guys. Okay, so let that cook while I'll just start making up the fixed speed upgrade 3. I should really start clearing these things out, but I'll do that later. So let me take this and upgrade this to fixed speed 3. So now that's done. So we have a compactor, which we'll do right now. I think that is more of a side quest, but I'll take it. A compactor is going to be useful anyways. Well, we finally made the compactor after some troubles in the crafting section, but it's fine. So we'll keep some cobble here, some cobble here. So this compactor can be used in a lot of machines, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'll keep it right here in the center. So we need a lot of hemp seeds to get tough fabric. So let me just get that right, just right now. Well, that was pretty quick. So next is ersatz leather. Wait, what is this? Compactor. Okay, this is just recompacting this. Okay, so we made this ersatz leather, which means we've completed this horizontal section. Not bad whatsoever. So that means we are into the basic technium machine, which is pretty much the same crafting recipe. Maybe I should have focused on that first, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. Okay, there is something called the basic technium machine placer, which is actually just buying that. You have to buy this using tech bucks. We'll do that later. But for now we need this copper. We don't have any copper whatsoever. I feel like the automation part of this mod pack is a bit fun compared to the others, because the others is just either tedious or just too gated for me. This is more fun because it's more free, I would say, and I'm actually thinking a lot of new stuff for automation. Like there's a possibility where I can automate coke, like coal coke. So I can just have this coal go into here. This thing generates creosote, which goes back here, which means I'm creating treated wood planks. And which I have a lot of treated wood planks. A lot. I have no idea what these things are even used for right now. Okay, these things are going to be used later. But right now it's pretty useless. Oh, never mind. These things are used for this. And oh boy. What in the world is that? Yikes. God, this is awful. Like, out of all the things here, the most I'm pissed about is black bricks, by far. Like, brother, how much grout do I need? Also, there's a lot of copper used in here, but it's a relatively new stuff, so I'm not too mad about it. Well, finally we got all the materials we need for this. So let's craft it up real quick. Done. So we got our basic technium machine. So it's a multi-block structure. Oh brother, this is automation? Are you serious? Okay, so we are in a bit of a pickle. So I'm just... Oh, that's why there's a machine placer, because that's for the multi-block thing. Okay, now we bought this, so this should... Okay, so we need treated wood planks 9. That's pretty easy. Black bricks 16. Oh god, that's awful. That's really awful. So I have stone bricks from these things to just cover that thing up. It looks a bit ugly when it's mid-air. So I used stone bricks, so I batch craft a lot of these, so I have enough of them. I need an engineering crafting table, which is pretty easy. I have a lot of treated wood anyways, so... Okay, now that's done. So now all that's left is 12 black bricks. I need to really upgrade this machine. Well, I have enough. That's crazy. I have enough for 12 black bricks. Pretty insane. So I also need a place to do this, and definitely somewhere right here. I think I'll just expand this to this side. Now this machine can be automated, definitely, because most of the items here are automated anyways. So I think the goal is I'll keep the automation I'll keep it separate, so I'll create an entirely new system based on that. I'm not going to use any of my existing stuff because I feel like I need to use it individually anyways. Wait, I need 16 of them? Well, never mind, I need a stack of it, so I need 16 more exactly. I have 11, so I need 5 more of these grout. It's kind of depressing, not gonna lie. Well, this thing is pretty huge. It's 7 by 7, so I need to mark it out. So the machine should be this big, which isn't really that big, and also it covers the space I have in middle here for absolutely no reason. So yeah, I think this is where I'll keep a machine. I'll just mark this block out. This is going to be like the main part. Okay, so we got all the materials we need, so let's see how this works. Wait, I have no clue how this works. One sec, let me just quickly see about it. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I don't want this. One sec, let me just quickly remove this real quick. Well, let me try that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. Yep, perfect. So this is a Technium machine. I could have put it a block behind. Yeah, I should have done that. But you know what? I'll do that later. I'm too lazy right now. So let's actually work towards getting our basic Technium ingot, which is just a bit expensive, I would say. And ironically, the most expensive part is this thing. So I technically only need 1 Technium ingot to like get the researcher from the looks of things, but I need 8 for that, and 8 into what? 4? 32. So it's been a long episode, so I think I'm gonna end it off right here because I'm too lazy to do anything. So yes guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. So next episode we'll start with research and Technium ingots and all those stupid stuff which I have no idea what I've done. And we have done a lot of this episode. We did a lot of automation, a pretty good system right here for coal, a lot of coal by the way. We also got a small system for copper, a temporary one definitely, before we start automating this also. So yes, we have done a lot. So we'll see you next time. This is your least favorite YouTuber signing out. Goodbye.